Hey, hello. I'm really excited to be meeting you and to be delivering this message to you. And to you particularly, because you're such an amazing person. Do you know why you're such an amazing person? Out of the entire universe, it is only you who could hear this voice. Actually, today morning I was listening to a certain song, and it made me to get thinking about our perspectives of life. The song is by Michael Passenger. It says, "We've got alls, yes, we've got alls. We've got alls in our lives, we've got alls in our hearts." And so, just like everyone, I too has got alls. I've got alls in my soul, I've got alls, insufficiencies, dreams, and things that I wish I could have. But I've got alls. But my main thing, or my main reason to come to you, is to tell you that you too, despite having those alls, you can view them differently. It doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter anything, it doesn't matter even about your aptitude. Because, well, when you say about aptitude, what comes into your mind? Attitude. Because it's not attitude which really matters, it's your attitude. And that's why David killed Goliath. Goliath was a man of altitude. He was tall, 7 foot, or was it 9? I don't know. But well, what really made David to kill Goliath was attitude. Attitude maketh a man 100%. Attitude is what made history, makers of history, meant to look for new frontiers, meant to go to the moon, meant to look for the ocean depths and to tap the minerals thereof. Ordinary and common stories. Probably you've heard that before, right? I know you've heard it, but maybe you've not heard it from me. And so let me relate to you a simple story. This is a story which I came to learn about attitude. And actually, it's from my village. I come from Kadonzweni. No, not really Kadonzweni. But well, she comes from Kadonzweni. Her name is Elizabeth. And Kadonzweni is famed to be dry. And so what did Elizabeth do? She's Elizabeth Motinda, a widow, having 3 kids and having expenses to meet. So Elizabeth, instead of complaining, running a Mama Mboga business, and well, she's living in the current Kenya you're living in, and you know how expensive things are. So just imagine if you're feeling worse. Just think of this situation. She's having needs, she's having all that. And so you're lucky. You're lucky. So in whatever situation you are in, you're lucky. There's somebody who's in hospital. And so she felt herself that she was lucky. So she could always wake up and tell herself, well, mimi niko sawa. Because at the end of the day, it's understanding of that she's alive, appreciation of the gift of life that really matters. Because as long as you breathe, what can you do? You can do all things. And that's why I really love this song by will.i.am. It says Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Fame. I know you've heard it before. It says some of the lyrics is you can be a champion, you can be whatever you choose to be, but you can never be this if you never tried. Back to Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, last holiday, decided to take a risk. She decided to move from the level where she was in. She was in a level where she was earning peanuts. And so having stayed in a state of earning peanuts, she decided, well, I need to make a paradigm shift. And change is never easy. She had her own discouragements. She had her own fears. She didn't have experience. She was naive just as you. She was lacking in many things. But one thing she didn't lack in is courage. Courage is like a bird. And hope is what makes the bird to soar. Because you may have everything, you may have the talents, you may have every gift, but if you don't have the attitude, you can't move from the lower altitude to an higher altitude. So she took a step, and this step of faith, she started trading mangoes. You know, January and February, it's mango season in Makueni. And so she started selling in Nakuru, Kiambu, and the other places where they don't have mangoes. And you know, mangoes are yummy. And so instead of complaining, she's now made 50,000 in the last 2 months. That's some good amount, right? What if she let that opportunity go? It's your attitude. You've got opportunities are all around you. You are complaining. You are so full of doubts. I know you've got talent. Why don't you start making use of that talent? Why don't you start making that song? Why don't you go and start that thing which you've been hoping for? And actually, I want you to make a promise. When you get out of this place, do this. Go and kick your excuses goodbye, because they are the only thing which have been holding you. Holding on to excuses and everything, every negativity, that is like holding on to an ex. So, if you get any discouragement, just remember that is what? A text from an ex. So, I've been yours. So, get the right attitude and you'll soar to the highest of attitudes. Meet you at the top. Thank you.